A simple loop has two sides. You can't get from the red side to the green side without crossing the edge. If you cut the loop, twist one end by 180 degrees, or pi radians, and connect them again, you will have a Mobius strip, a mathematically non-orientable surface with only one boundary. Now you can travel along the red side to the green without going over the edge. If you twist the end again for a total of 360 degrees, or 2 pi radians, you will have a twisted loop. You again can't get from the red side to the green side. If you twist the end a third time for a total of 540 degrees, or 3 pi radians, you will again have a Mobius strip. Our demonstration is a 3 pi Mobius strip track. By the time the superconductor has gone around the loop once, it has rotated 540 degrees about its own axis. This animation shows you how to twist a loop 540 degrees to get a 3 pi Mobius strip track.
Okay everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the quantum locking experiment. Now this is one of the coolest experiments in my opinion that I've ever done on my channel. So first I'm going to show the quantum locking in action, and it's really amazing. And then afterwards I'm going to be taking some time to explain how it works. And it's going to be a little bit long, but I think I've made it understandable to a general audience. Even if you don't have a quantum mechanical background or even a physics background, you'll probably be able to understand how this is working. Now this is a type 2 superconductor, and what that means is that it can actually undergo quantum locking. But in order for it to become a superconductor, we have to cool it down. So let's first cool it down, and then I'll show you some really neat quantum locking experiments. So in order to cool this down, we need some liquid nitrogen. Now I'm just going to drop my superconducting puck in here. So I'm going to try a few things here. First, I'll try putting a small magnet on the superconductor and show you what happens. And then I'll be putting the superconductor on some bigger magnets, and then finally I'll be putting it on a track where you can push it around, and it's really amazing what happens. Okay, watch me place the magnet on the superconductor. Watch this. It always comes back to the same spot. Get it even closer. Notice how it's not touching, but I can push the superconductor by touching the magnet. It's like it's gripped onto it. Okay, now let's try it with a few more magnets by putting the superconductor on top of them. Look how it just stays right where I put it. It's so cool. So now I'm going to place it on this track that just has rows of neodymium magnets so that these are opposite poles. So what it does is it creates a symmetric magnetic field in this direction, but not in this direction. Now watch what we can do. Okay, now watch this. Now, as if that's not impressive enough, let's flip the track over and watch this. So the superconductor is so strong it can actually carry other things on it. Let's try to carry an orange. Levitating bread.
So what if we got here?
So we have quantum locking. The superconductor is locked in space and it stays wherever I put it. You see, this is quantum trapping.
That's amazing.
As long as it's
so the
cold,
it's superconducting. It's frozen with liquid nitrogen.
It upside down.
Right.
And it stays locked.
So the fact that it's superconducting is locking the magnetic field in 3 dimensions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that
and
pivots.
You see, because this is symmetric, it can rotate without break the locking. The locking doesn't break.
Right.
Because
it stays there on the X and Y, but not on, it pivots on the...
Yeah, on the axis of the magnets. You see, if I can move it on the side, it will again pivot around the axis of the magnet, because it makes sure that the magnetic field inside of it stays the same.
Right. It's astonishing. Can you put it on the track for us?
Yeah. I just levitate it above the track quite high, and I can just rotate it.
So it's actually floating above the surface.
Yeah, it's not floating, it's locked above the surface.
So you could tilt it at an angle and it would still fly around.
Yeah, I can do it like this, and it will just go around like this. Because I go and put it at different height, and then like this.
And lock it at the height.
Lock it, yeah, different height, different configuration.
Right.
And I can even lock it at opposite way. If you could just hold for a minute.
Okay.
High. I'm doing the same thing. I'm locking it upside down, and then it is suspended.
Fantastic. Okay.